Hey, it's Rose, and I've just been at a Sixto Rodriguez gig at the Festival Hall at part of the London Jazz Festival, where he sold out. Well, all his gigs are sold out, and it's just been absolutely amazing. It's got to be one of the best gigs that I've ever been to. Unbelievable. Everybody knows the story of Sixto Rodriguez, but the thing that you're just not expecting is the pure velvetness of his voice. When he came on stage, it was absolutely electric. I don't think I've ever been at a concert where there's so much love for someone, and Sixto Rodriguez gives it all back. What really stood out for me was his extraordinary velvet voice and the warmth that he has, and also I wasn't expecting his amazing sense of humour. Every time he took a layer of clothing off, there was great catcalls and whistling and cheering, and eventually he got down to bare arms and people were going absolutely crazy. And Sixto Rodriguez said, "I know it's all bullshit, but keep talking, baby," which was really just really funny, and everyone loved him for it. Every time someone made sort of like a comment or screamed a comment from the audience, he was straight away back with giving them some love back. For example, towards the end, someone shouted out, "I love you," and Sixto Rodriguez shouted, "I love you" back straight away. And then another comment was 40 years is worth the wait, shouted at him, and all the time. But also there was a lot of respect. And when he comes on stage, he's charismatic and commanding, and he really fills the stage, and obviously he fills a whole auditorium. I think that it was his voice that blew me away, because nothing can prepare you for hearing him live. He has such an incredible human warmth and such humility and modesty about him. It's quite amazing to see. He's a tall guy, he's really tall, he's imposing, and he's got fantastic presence. He was wearing leather trousers and cool kit and his sunglasses and stuff like that. Anyway, the whole evening was punctuated with standing ovations. He had a standing ovation when he came in, and then he had another standing ovation when he sang Sugar Man and had an uproarious response. And then obviously he had standing ovation after standing ovation when he came in for his encore. Then other things that happened were when he took his jacket off, which was the first thing to take off, he said he got all this whistling, and he said, "I know it's the drinks talking, but I love you too." And so basically Sixto Rodriguez can't give enough love back to his audience. All his songs are really well constructed, and they have individuality. There's really absolutely no one like him, and it's not surprising that he's absolutely massive now, because each story it's like an insight into his life, I guess. And because he's such a warm person, it's a joy. It's a real joy. A Sixto Rodriguez gig is a joy, and it's a joy you don't want to tear yourself away from. And I guess I shouldn't really be that surprised, because when I met him earlier, I was enthralled by him, and obviously he makes you feel really shy, because when you meet him he has this kind of musical aura that goes ahead of him, so you step into his musical aura before you actually meet the man. And obviously I said to him what a great honour it was to meet him, and straight away back he had such incredible modesty in saying what an honour it was to meet me, which is how he thinks. I think it's how he feels, and he has truly human modesty and warmth that takes your breath away. So in his presence, it's a wonderful thing to be near him, and he feels really strong. It's almost like a physical feel of the music. And so when you're near Sixto Rodriguez or with him, or even next to him, as I unbelievably was, you feel so safe. It's like a wondrous experience of life, and he has an extraordinary generosity of spirit and of feeling and of being that kind of covers you, so you don't want to depart. You just want to always be near Sixto Rodriguez for his personality, and I think that comes from the musical truth that he has never departed from and has never departed from him. And so when you then hear his concert and you hear how rich and velvet his voice is, I think that what you're hearing is his personal truth. He is this extraordinary man who feels warm in that way and feels loving in that way, which is why his gig is so punctuated by him giving out as much love to his audience as he possibly can. So this Sixto Rodriguez gig at the Festival Hall as part of the London Jazz Week has been one of the most wonderful gigs that I have ever been to, and I don't think I'll ever recover from it, and I don't think I'll ever recover from meeting Sixto Rodriguez, and I don't want to either. And I just hope that as many of you can see him live as possible as he travels around his tours around the world, spreading the love.